Hey, you! I'm your nutrition coach. My name is Jackie Poole. Welcome to Happiness is a Healthier Habit. Let's get today's episode started. Before we get started today, the next few episodes are going to be geared to highlighting some of these exceptional individuals that are going to be attending and vendors in the Keep Austin Balanced events that I will be joining, and we're going to all be collaborating on November 14th. If you haven't signed up, the link will be in the show notes, but I'm so excited to dive and have some conversations and just talk about this event because in a world where it is crazy, we're in the season, end of the year, this is a time to give to yourself, nurture yourself with individuals that have so much value and are on a mission to talk and speak everything health and wellness. So join us on this quick interview.
But
No, I'm glad you're here. Welcome to the podcast. Happiness is a Healthier Habit. I don't think I formally met you before, so
I
I'm
don't think
really excited to just chat and get to know you a little bit. So tell me about what you do. I did stalk you a little bit on Facebook and just trying to figure out what you did, and it sounds like you wear so many hats. So just tell us a little bit about you.
Oh, for sure. Yes, I would say I'm a multipreneur, but I do have a couple of businesses that I focus mainly on. And one is I'm with Olive Tree People, and it is a wellness and skincare company that is out of Germany, actually. They've been in Europe for 22 years, came to the US a couple of years ago.
Oh.
And I was with another company, another beauty company for almost 10 years, and I helped them launch here in the US. And I was a top leader with them. And I actually walked away from that with a lucrative income and a large team to join this company because I saw how unique it was and the niche that they have and the culture that they provide and all of the branding just blew me away. And I felt called to do that. So I started with them last year, but really didn't had some personal stuff going on last year and really didn't start going all in with it till this year. So it's been really it's been a journey to start over, very humbling, but also very exciting. So I also am a realtor. I've had my real estate license here in Texas for 15 years, but always kind of worked that on the side initially. And then when my other business took off, I really just kept my license active so I could purchase and sell my own properties. I have an investment property that's a short-term vacation rental. And then, but now I, decided to utilize that again in the land space. So I'm focusing on land here in Texas, and I'm with the largest team. They do the most volume in Texas, based out of Austin. And as of just a few days ago, I've been back in Austin for 2 years. I'm actually an Austin native, and I was up in the Dallas area for about 29 years. Became an empty nester and decided to move back. And my parents are still here. So yeah, it's been a lot of change in the last couple of years, a lot, becoming an empty nester and being single and dealing with the emotions of that and the transition, moving out of Dallas back to Austin, changing businesses, having some personal stuff going on that I've had to deal with. And it has been a lot, I'm not going to lie. So I've been on a journey of transformation over the last couple of years, and it's been some ups and downs, but I'm just kind of plugging along and growing and changing. And it's been really, really good.
Yeah, I love that. I think everybody has, sometimes we're so inundated in our personal life, but we forget that everybody is always having something, whether it's good, bad. Change can definitely be uncomfortable and overwhelming at times. And, empty nesting, I'm not quite there yet. My kids are still on the younger side, but I couldn't imagine that. And so to be back in Austin and be close to your parents and, changing jobs and careers and adding all that can definitely be overwhelming. Is there anything that you do to wind yourself down or calm yourself down or do for you that, helps manage all of the things that you have going on?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked me that. For one, it's all of the change and the hard times and the overwhelm, because I absolutely have been had a lot of overwhelm at times. This transition in life has brought me a lot closer back into my faith. And so that has been probably the biggest part of this and got me through some really hard times last year. And so that has become, I'm back on that journey. I was, raised in a Christian home. I've been a believer a long time, but I didn't have that close relationship with God that I knew I needed. And so that's been probably the biggest impact, I would say, that has come out of this. And I think I needed to get to that point to lean on him again. And then the other thing that is really important to me is exercise. And I used to hate hot classes. Like I was like, no, I'm not going to do those. They make me feel nauseous. I don't like the way I feel when I'm hot. And now I have come to absolutely love them. Mostly hot yoga, but there's another class that's kind of a combination of yoga, weights, and cardio. And I'm a member of Lifetime. And that has been huge for me mentally, physically. And now if I don't get into the gym, I crave that. And so that is where I release a lot of emotional and physical strain. And it just has turned into a sanctuary for me, for sure.
That is awesome. I think people forget, sometimes people think, oh, working out is just to look good or it's something hard that they have to do. But, exercise can benefit your mental health so much. There's so many studies out there that exercise definitely can outweigh a lot of the medications out there that are for depression or any other mental, problems that someone might have. Something as simple as moving your body can have an enormous effect on your body. So I'm glad that you found that. Is there any other habits that you instill in your life to make you very successful in everything that you do? Like I said, it sounds like you sound like me right now because I'm a stay-at-home mom. I do nutrition coaching, I do personal training, I homeschool, and I have my own schedule, and I'm with Make Wellness as well. It's a peptide company, and so I have my own things, and so I know I have to have certain things done for me to function well. Is there anything besides exercise that you have to have done for you to master everything that you do?
I think the days that I'm most productive is when I get up early and have some structure to my day. You will know this as a stay-at-home mom balancing kids and a career and running a business. Excuse me, is it's very challenging because you have to discipline yourself. You have to have that structure, and I can tell if my room is clean and my office is clean, and I have a plan for the day, that my brain is clear and I can be more focused. And getting out and actually getting in front of people and meeting people, that's a priority. I think that I'm not perfect at it. I don't think any of us are, but having that structure and that motivation to get up and get things done and not procrastinate those are the most productive days for me, for sure.
I love it. I'm very big on habits. So it's something that, productive, high, people that are just really willing to work and do all the things. I think it's something that we have in common. So I enjoy hearing that, because sometimes I'm like, am I just the crazy one that does like all of these things? But it's really such a benefit for anybody. If you're a mom, if you're an entrepreneur, if you have a business, whoever you are, I think that's such an important impact in your lifestyle. Now, we are doing Keep Austin Balanced event next month. Tell me what you're going to be doing there at that event.
Yes. So again, I'm with the European skincare line, and I'm going to be sharing that story about this company and the products, because it ties so much into what the Hormone Collective is, as far as healthy products that can help balance your body, as well as your internal. We have internal products as well as the exterior. It's an overall health, wellness, anti-aging company. So the founder created this company because he was ill. He hasn't disclosed what his illness was, But he was ill. The doctors could not help him. And he discovered the healing properties of the ingredient in the olive leaf. And so it's called hydroxytyrosol. He created a drink. Well, it's an elixir. That was the first product. And it has the highest concentration of this hydroxytyrosol, and which is anti-inflammatory, anti-tumor. It has like 3,000% more vitamin C than an orange. I mean, it's an incredible healing product that came from the earth. And so it healed him. And so he decided to create a business out of it. And now we have mostly skincare. We have over 100 products now, but he developed this whole line based on that with European standards. And it's waterless. And that is the other reason why it is unique, because most skincare has anywhere from 60 to 90% water. And all that's doing is creating room for preservatives, because when you have water, you have to have preservatives. So there's no bacteria grown. And then you have less of the active ingredients in the products. And so what he's done is he has created a waterless beauty movement to where there's no water. Maybe the natural water from the leaf comes in, of course, but no added water into these products. So it's all 100% bioactive ingredients that actually work. And I noticed when I used the products the first time as a customer, how different they were. I'm 54 years old. My skin's aging, and nothing I've put on my skin, and I've been in another beauty company before, nothing has ever compared to the results I'm seeing with this. And so that's what I'm sharing. I'm sharing the waterless beauty movement and also the culture of the company, because they don't use water. What they do is they do good in the world, and they build water wells in Africa for people who need them and different things like that. So I'm just here to share it. It's so new and a lot of people aren't aware of it. And I'm here to spread the word and help it tie into their other routines and their other lifestyles, and all part of keeping us healthy and our hormones balanced and all of those things.
Oh, no, I love it. Will you be giving out like samples of your product at the event?
Yes, and I'm going to have some samples, but I'm also going to have, I'm sure that women don't want to do a full facial because we're all going to be clammed up in our makeup.
Yes.
But I have some great products that I'm going to do a handshul, if you will, and that if anybody wants to, we have an amazing honey enzyme mask. We actually have our own bees that make that honey. Wow. And I didn't mention either our trees. We own our trees in Spain, and the founder has discovered that is the best place for olive trees to grow. We have groves in Spain that have never had any pesticides on them. But yeah, we're going to try the honey enzyme mask on their hands and some of the serums and moisturizers, just so people can get a feel for what the products do. And then hopefully, they would love to try them. We actually have a 365-day money-back guarantee for customers. And so we heavily believe in our products. But yeah, we'll definitely have some stuff there to try. I'll have some samples to send home. And yeah, that's what I'll be having with me.
I'm excited to try some of that stuff. I know you mentioned the standards of, outside of the United States. So it's definitely much better than the US. So even if a product says it's clean, the chances of being like clean is probably not the cleanest compared to, other countries. So I'm really excited to try that, especially because I try not to wear a lot of makeup, but when I do, I can always tell like that I put makeup on because my skin feels a lot different. And even though I try to wash my face at night and in the morning and not sleep with makeup, I still feel the effects. And I'm still on the younger side. I'm 34, but I'm starting to reach that, older side. So taking care of my skin. Would you recommend these for anybody to try? Is there any particular people that should be on these?
Well, anybody can use them. We've got a lot of success stories with all ages, men included, and it's never too early to start taking care of your skin. And to your point about the European versus the US, not everyone's aware of this, but the European bans 1,600 ingredients in their skincare products. Here in the US, we ban 11. Mm-hmm. And so, marketing and things like that make it appear to be a natural product, and it's not. I think that's why it's so important to really know what's going on and into your body, because when you put something on your body, it absorbs within 20 seconds. And so, but yeah, to answer your question, it's for all ages. And again, the results are there, and I just love that it's natural. And the makeup, that's what I was going to say. So we have a skin tint. We call it no makeup makeup because it's basically the skincare in a tint. And then as of a couple weeks ago, they just launched a whole skincare line. And I can actually go now. I can actually not put any of even the skin tint on and feel comfortable and confident going out into public or just talking with someone because my skin has changed. The texture of my skin has changed so much. And, age spots are fading, things like that. But when I do want to put skincare on or makeup on, it's not like covering up my skin. It's actually just enhancing what's already there. And it's very light. And so I am in love with the makeup. So yeah, it's just
Girl, you have me sold. I know I'm stopping at your booth for sure.
yay.
Anything else that you want to say to anybody that's going to be stopping at your booth at the holistic event?
I think just come see me. I'm a very laid back person. I love to meet people. I think that's a big part of when you were asking earlier about how to, stay in a good vibe and keep productive is being around other people, like-minded people that, when I hear your story, Jackie, about all the things that you do, I mean, that just motivates us to continue doing what we do to help other people. I'm also going to have some mocktails. I didn't mention that earlier. So we have a few internal products and it's beauty from the inside out. And we have a really good one that I'm going to mix up and have some little cocktails or mocktails to try.
Girl, you have me sold on that. I actually stopped drinking. I'm past the year now just because and every time I drank, like even if it was just one drink, like my body would just reject it. Like I would wake up with huge hangovers and things like that. So I am actually excited that you said that because I'm always looking for mocktails and things to, sometimes we just want to drink something fun and not get the effects of what alcohol might do. So I'm definitely stopping at your booth now.
Oh, thank you. Congratulations. That's a huge accomplishment. I am not sober, but I definitely drink a lot less than I used to. And I can tell a huge difference in my productivity, my mental well-being. If I don't drink, or if I do, because it's a depressant in our bodies. And I think we just, for so long, it's just a natural thing that we do all the time. But now it's becoming people are becoming more aware of what alcohol does to our mental, well-being as well as our physical health.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I think it's great that more and more people are sharing mocktails. But yes, I have a great mocktail, and it's actually going to be good for your body and good for your skin. So.
Awesome. Well, thank you for hanging out with me this morning.
Thank you,
And
Jackie.
it was lovely talking to you.
Lovely talking to you and getting to know you better. I look forward to our event on the 14th.
Yes.